Hi, I'm Lee from Bring the Horizon at Rock am Ring in Germany.
And I'm Joe Black, I'm Lee's guitar tech.
I'm going to show you some gear. We'll start off with the guitars. My signature Jackson LM87's just come out, and we've just got a load more of the production model. So I basically switched out a bunch of guitars that I was using so I could bring these in to the set. But yeah, so they're all the same. There's like, is it 5?
We've got 5 at the moment.
5 of them, they're all the same, but they're all like different gauge strings and stuff like that for different tunings. But other than that, it's all the stock guitar. We've just added the like Jimmy clips for dampening and whatever they're called.
It's just a cable tie, one of the fabric cable ties,
yeah.
To help with the dampening.
But yeah, they're the same ones that come in the shop off the shelf, and they're brilliant, to be fair. And yeah, so we've just brought all them in a bunch of tunings. And then got a couple of other Jacksons, like the Virtuoso, which I'm using, which is a really nice guitar. It plays really cool. And yeah, it's just in a different tuning for what song I play? Lost. But it's cool, it's a cool guitar.
We got a few guitars at the moment that all have Floyd Roses on.
Oh yeah.
But they're all blocked off at the moment. We don't use any guitars that need the whammy.
Yeah.
So any that have a Floyd Rose, they're all just blocked off currently, so they're all hard to
same. Soloist, which is sick, another cool guitar, but use that on Kool-Aid. It's a bit more shreddy feeling, so it helps because I've got like a solo in that song and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just why I'm using that one. It's a bit like, it's got a longer neck on and stuff like that, so it's easier to get higher up, but pretty simple stuff really. And then
there's a Randy Rhodes, we just brought it back.
Yeah, oh my god. So using this Randy Rhodes, fixed, like not the floating trem one, just because it's cool basically, and that's it.
We were using the Concord for a long time.
Yeah.
And then we just switched over because we didn't need the Floyds anymore, so yeah, just switched over to the hardtail.
But we switched the pickup out for a bare knuckle that I had lying about. I've had it for years. I think it's Warpig, yeah. So it sounds sick. It's quite high output compared to the other guitars, but it sounds really good for Amen. Amen, I use that one. And then, see what else?
A couple of Fenders.
Oh yeah. And then so, for certain songs like Follow You, Drown and Can You Feel My Heart, which are like higher tune songs, just using a couple of Fenders like this for Follow You, because like in that position it just sounds insanely good for clean stuff. Whatever them pickups are sound really nice on clean.
They're like a mini humbucker.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds a bit less Pauly, but it's a bit more, Telly got that honk, the mid-range.
Yeah. But that's super nice guitar as well. And then this one, I really like this guitar. It's got like the nicer like cutaway and stuff like that. Not that I'm playing down here, but it's just nice. But yeah, it's another just really nice Strat.
It's the American Ultra. It's like they're like standard American range now, but this is one of the older ones. It's got the old paint job on it.
And the noiseless like single coils, and I use this for a lot of clean and stuff. So it's good not to have any buzz going on, but yeah, it's just a nice guitar, sounds nice for them songs. And then just, again, I could use any other guitar for this song, but we've got them lying about, so like might as well have some variation in the set. And this sounds good for Can You Feel My Heart, like it's just stock again, not changed anything on there either, have we?
No, just blocked off the trim, that's it.
Took like the locks off and stuff, but it just sounds cool for Can You Feel My Heart, and it's just a bit of a different Fender because it's got like the Floyd Rose and stuff like that, but it's just cool.
The other thing we do is we put tape.
Oh yeah, to stop me knocking
to stop it moving. That's about it.
Yeah, because I have a problem with catching the volume and rolling it down by accident, so it's just to make it a bit stiffer.
And then on all the guitars, we've been with Ernie Ball for years and years and years. We're still using them now. There's pretty much 2 different gauges. Everyone always asks about the gauges. But in any of the lower tunings, so like the C snap, drop A sharp, drop A, it's always an 80 gauge, and then we just use the not even slinky. So we get rid of the 56, it goes an 80 to a 44 and then through. That's for the lower tunings, and then for the tunings like C sharp standard, drop C sharp, E flat, we use these 8-string sets, and we just chuck away the 74 and the 54. We start at the E on a 64, but sometimes I'll switch that around. Like, we got a couple of song guitars in like drop B. Sometimes we use the 74 instead of the 80, but having the A string just lets us be able to like switch things around. And then guitar pick, we just use a standard Dunlop, 1mm, just completely bog standard.
The grippy one though, isn't it? The matte like.
It's got like the matte coating on it, I guess.
Yeah, so
it's
less slippy when you're sweating. So it's just what I've ever used. Yeah.
That's what it is. Use them forever. Always use them. And then onto the rack. It's dead simple now. We start the signal with the short Axiom wireless, probably the best wireless on the market. And then we go to the JX44, which is made by Radial. This is just our switcher for the different wirelesses, so the 4 wireless goes into here. In the back of this, there's actually an effects loop, which the RGM effects gizmo is going into. We used to have loads of different pedals in here, but now it's a lot more streamlined. We've only got 3 currently. Actually, no, we've only got 2. The main one being a cathedral pedal, which we have down here. This is like, it's one of like Lee's classic sounds that we just can't really achieve it well enough with the QCs on their own, so it's just the one pedal that we've kept. We only use 2 different things on here. It's kind of like an EBO reverse reverb sound, really specific. But that comes in and out, the effects gizmo. I also have this whammy, which is just like in loop. We used to use this for transposing, because in a lot of our songs we transpose like the chorus down. It won't just be for the whole song, it'll be like certain parts of the song. We used to use this with MIDI. Now we use it all in the QC, but I've kept this in the rig just in case we have a guitar that goes down and we need to switch guitar and it's in a different tuning. I can just do that as like a master, and I'm not messing around with any of the settings that are pre-done in here. So it doesn't actually get used, but it's just there in case. So then once it comes back from the effects loop, it goes to the 2 outputs, which is just the main and the backup of the quad cortexes, which has got absolutely everything in it. And then we're using the Mastermind GT, I think it's the 16, which controls absolutely everything from MIDI. So we've got a main and a backup. This is the main one that lives out on stage that Lee has. So he's got his tuner on there, he's got a little mute because he has a talk back so he can talk to me during the show. And then we also run the Mission expression pedals, which we just use for like, I think it's 2 songs in the set where we've got like a whammy sound, and then we also use it as a wah sound in Amen. And then there's just a marshal and a slave of them, and they all get controlled by the backing track, so everything's switching. And that's it with the rig. And then I have this last thing in line is an Orchid DI switcher. So we use 4 outputs. We use the left and right for clean, the left and right for dirty. They all go into this switcher, which just sums them down to 4. If I have a problem with my main, I can just switch over to the backup. It's all seamless, no dropping audio, no nothing. And then that goes out to front of house.
It'd be a JCM 800 and a JTM 45 running into some 4x12s, and yeah, it used to be my rig, but I'd still use that one if I could. I like playing it all, and because it's changed a lot, I get to play a lot of different kind of styles live. But I mean, like, stuff from around the Sempiternal era is really fun to play, and it's like pretty much my like specific style I have. So it's, yeah, that anything off that CD is cool, but everything's. I bought a Gibson Artist, I think it's 1976, in Chicago Music Exchange a few years ago, and it's insanely good. They had like 2 of them in the shop, and the one that I got, it had all the like Moog circuitry taken out and stuff, and it had been like, yeah, been altered, but it was like, there was 2 and this one just played like insanely good. And I guess because the frets were a bit worn in and stuff, it just feels really nice to play, and yeah, I'm always playing that one at home. I guess just keep like getting to headline other festivals that we've not done yet. I guess that's the way you can like head. I mean, it'd be cool to do like a stadium in England or something like that eventually, but yeah, I guess we're just pretty happy where we are anyway, so. No, not really. And like, because our band covers quite a lot of styles anyway, I get to play a bunch of different stuff. And to be honest, I haven't got time. I've got 2 kids, so yeah. So when we're not doing the band, I'm being a dad. So. To be fair, the first prototype they made me is the one that like I said yes to, because it was just like that good. So there's the neck and like scale length is different to like what I was kind of used to playing, but I think it's the same neck as the soloist, and I'd been playing the soloist a bunch on tour, and it's so like nice and easy to play that I knew how it felt anyway. So I was up for that neck. But yeah, it didn't take. They got it right pretty much straight away. It was just the pickups. We changed the bridge humbucker a couple of times till it got like the right sound I wanted. But other than that, the first one, I think the only difference is, like I say, the pickup and maybe the paint on my first one is thicker, so you can't see the grain as much. I've just got, like just before this tour, I think they sent me 5 and we've put them straight in the rig, and that's what I'm using now. So the first prototype, because it looks slightly different, I've took out, so I'm just playing the production ones. When I'm listening to music, it's usually with my daughter, so it's usually like Disney and Wicked and stuff like that, which you don't really hear in our music. But other than that, I still listen to the same music I've been listening to for like 20 years, so I'm still listening to like Metallica and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess you can hear it influences in the band's like back catalogue, because like the whole thing we did at Royal Albert Hall was all inspired by like S&M by Metallica and stuff like that. So there's always been like influences in there, but
How the fuck are you feeling tonight?
I haven't bought like a pedal in a while. But I'm using like a Quad Cortex, and I've been using their delays and reverbs, but then I still have Electro Harmonics Cathedral in my rig, because that's got like a very specific reverse reverb, which I've not heard any other pedal do the exact sound, so I still keep that and still use that, and it's almost like an Ebo-y kind of effect you get from it and stuff. So that pedal's always there. But like with a lot of the stuff that goes on albums and stuff like that, I'll put a reverb on, but then I'll leave it dry when I like send the stems off. I don't know, the dream would always be Metallica, just because they influenced me the most as a kid to play guitar and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be Metallica.